Hi, I'm Krista Polvere. Most of the set tonight, actually, all of it, besides 2 songs, are all new material. So we've got lots of new songs and I'm really enjoying it. It's just a matter of recording it, but haven't really had a lot of time. But it will be done this year, I'm pretty sure. Touring and shows have been taking precedent, and I've got to, after this tour, I'm going to focus on making the record. So I've been, definitely the material's there. It's just a matter of finding the right producer and the right location to do it in. But there are some thoughts on who we might get to do it, but I'm not going to leak that information just yet. I'm totally really want to make another record. Dying to now. It's like it has to be done this year. So I definitely feel like a little bit of putting pressure on myself to do it and get it done this year. But you've got to have some timelines, so it makes it, you know, otherwise you can just drift in and out and get and do other things and let it slide. So it's good to give yourself a little bit of pressure. I'm going to try something a bit different, but still keep it in the same vein, and probably the new material. There's some like happier, lighter sides to it, and then there's some, you know, from my last record, it was quite moody and introspective. So then there's some other songs like that too. It's still quite folky and singer-songwriter based, but yeah, and definitely I'm not exactly sure on how it's going to sound at the end, because you don't really know that. That's the most fun about making a record, I suppose. Maybe a bit happier and less angsty. So I mean, the first record came from some teenage years as well of songwriting, so that kind of, I suppose, you know, brings with it, you know, not a time of not knowing your place in the world and feeling a little bit, you know, out of sorts maybe sometimes. So yeah, as the years have gotten on, I feel more confident and settled, and it's, you know, I suppose it shows in the new songs and the material. God, being that I have the ability to be calmer and happy and not erratic or, confused. So it's good. It's just, you know, writing songs, they get stuff out. I'm sure you've heard that a million times. It's nice to have that outlet. I think some people naturally have this kind of inner, you know, chillness about them, but I had to work on it. It's going to sound very cheesy, but kind of like a, you know, just being at peace, kind of. It's not like, yeah, not in a you know, the secret way or anything. It's just like just being more comfortable with who you are. So yeah, it took me a while to get there. Just time and you know, looking at yourself and thinking, you know, I want to be more of that person. Oh wow, it's pretty crazy working with those people that you respect and admire so much, and you end up, you know, feeling kind of like, wow, you know, you want to step up to the plate as well, and it's just about just do it and don't like hold back. And as a friend of mine said, play with unbridled conviction. It's kind of, I like that. You know, it's those people are great and you learn stuff from them, and don't ever think, you know, you can always learn stuff from people that have been doing it longer than you, and listen to their stories and ask questions and talk, and you know, it's very interesting. I love hearing people's stories. I've heard some really cool ones. You've always got to sharpen your skills, you know. It's like anyone. You've just got to focus on what you want to do and what you want to achieve, and yeah, you know, just focus on it like an athlete, I suppose, you know. You just prepare for it and enjoy it, because if you don't enjoy it, that's the other thing I learned. If you become so overwhelmed and neurotic, you're not enjoying the process, then it's not really worth it. You've got to enjoy it. Enjoy the people around you. Enjoy the moment. I enjoy fashion, and I just enjoy dressing up and being me, I suppose. So, yeah, I love materials and patterns, and I love black, clearly. But I also love, you know, colours and matching vintage with new stuff, and expensive dresses with some vintage, and mixing things around. So sometimes I shop at vintage stores. Sometimes I will go and buy like a really beautiful silk dress or a silk top and match it with like tight skinny jeans and heels. And yeah, I don't have a designer that I lean towards particularly. If I could afford it, it would be maybe Chloe. But that's out of my price range. Oh, I suppose the really nice silky materials, the shirts, the femininity with like very small part of androgyny in it, like sometimes the shirts and the jeans and the suit tailored jackets. Yeah, a scarf probably. I'm not huge on bangles and jewelry and earrings and stuff, so I'm belt, scarves and bags kind of girl, and shoes.